There's a plant that corporations have quietly tried to erase from history. It grows wild in forests and fields, yet holds 10x more healing power than most modern supplements. For centuries, indigenous communities relied on it to survive harsh winters, cure infections, and boost immunity naturally. They knew something the modern world has forgotten. Pharmaceutical companies profit billions from drugs that mimic what this plant provides, yet they don't want you to know about it. It heals the gut, strengthens the immune system, fights inflammation, and restores energy, naturally and safely. Why is it hidden? Why is it absent from our gardens, stores, and health advice? Because a plant that grows freely, heals deeply, and cannot be patented threatens profit. Despite attempts to erase it, it survives in wild corners, waiting for hands willing to rediscover it. In this vault, we'll reveal its secrets, how it grows, why it heals, and how it was used for thousands of years before being silenced. Before we open this vault, hit subscribe and the bell. Every share helps preserve knowledge that corporations don't want you to remember. From forests in North America to forgotten European gardens, this plant carried health through generations. Now it's time to uncover its story, starting with its unique compounds that make it 10x more powerful than anything sold today. This is a plant that refuses to be controlled, yet can transform your life if you know where to find it. Long before modern medicine, this plant was sacred. Indigenous communities across North America called it the life root for a reason. They didn't just eat it, they used it to heal wounds, fight infections, and restore energy after long winters. Its power was respected, almost revered, passed down through generations. European explorers first encountered it in the early 1600s. Journals describe a root so nutritious that it could feed entire villages for months. One French explorer recorded filling his ship with these tubers to bring home. Yet when he returned, authorities dismissed it as a curiosity, too simple to be valuable. Meanwhile, back in the forests and fields, the plant thrived on its own. It required no fertilizer, no irrigation, and no patents. Unlike the crops Europeans relied on, it healed the soil as it grew and could feed multiple families from a single planting. Its compounds boosted immunity, strengthened the heart, and improved digestion, natural medicine hidden underground. But as industrial agriculture rose, plants like this became inconvenient. Crops that couldn't be controlled or sold easily were pushed aside. Farmers switched to uniform wheat and potatoes, while the life root continued silently, waiting for those who would notice its value again. This plant survived centuries of neglect, war, and industrialization, always ready, always potent. Its story begins in the wild, but the secrets buried in its roots are about to change everything we think we know about health and nutrition. The true magic of this plant lies underground, in its roots and leaves, packed with compounds modern science is only beginning to understand. Centuries ago, indigenous healers noticed its effects: faster recovery from illness, stronger immunity, and even relief from chronic pain. Today, studies show it contains antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and immune-boosting molecules that far surpass anything in common supplements. In fact, a single serving can deliver 10x more healing power than most vitamins sold today. That's not marketing hype. It's measurable, scientific, and repeatable. Pharmaceutical companies have long studied these compounds in secret. Some were patented in isolated forms, but the full plant? Free-growing, impossible to control, impossible to patent. That's why it's rare in stores, almost forgotten in modern diets. The compounds don't just target one system. They work synergistically, supporting digestion, heart health, brain function, and immunity all at once. It's a natural multivitamin, anti-inflammatory, and energy booster rolled into one plant. Yet, despite centuries of proven benefits, it remains obscure. Hidden in wild forests, abandoned gardens, and overlooked fields, the plant waits quietly. Those who rediscover it gain access to health secrets that corporations have tried to suppress. This is no ordinary herb. This is nature's ultimate medicine, quietly surviving while billions are spent on synthetic replacements. And the story of how it does it is as fascinating as its power. Despite its power, the plant vanished from mainstream use. Why? Because it could grow freely, heal deeply, and feed communities without cost. For governments and corporations relying on control and profit, it was a threat. By the 1700s, European farms focused on crops that could be taxed, stored, and sold: wheat, potatoes, and barley. The life root, with its endless yield and healing power, refused to fit the system. It couldn't be patented. It couldn't generate revenue. It was literally too successful to survive in controlled agriculture. During wars and famines, this plant quietly saved lives. Soldiers, settlers, and villagers relied on its tubers and leaves when modern food failed. Yet, after crises passed, it was dismissed as a weed or primitive crop. Knowledge of its healing power was deliberately ignored, ridiculed, or erased from books and teachings. Even today, remnants survive only in wild forests, abandoned gardens, and the secret tips of traditional healers. Those who discover it today find not just a plant, but a living archive of survival, resilience, and natural medicine. The story of its suppression is a warning. When health becomes profit, nature's most effective remedies are often silenced. And the plant's journey is far from over. It's waiting for hands willing to rediscover it. Rediscovering this plant today is like unlocking a lost medicine chest. Its roots, leaves, and seeds are loaded with compounds that support immunity, digestion, and energy, all naturally. Unlike modern supplements, the plant works holistically, supporting the entire body at once. You don't need labs or complex processes. Traditional methods are simple. Roots can be roasted or boiled for food, leaves brewed into teas for immunity, and extracts made to heal wounds and inflammation. Even small doses show noticeable effects, boosting energy, calming digestion, and supporting recovery from minor illnesses. It also thrives in almost any soil, poor, rocky, or even semi-dry land. Plant it once, and it regenerates itself, producing harvests year after year. This isn't just medicine, it's a survival crop. Communities can grow it to secure food and health without relying on expensive stores or pharmaceuticals. Modern studies confirm what traditional healers knew. Its compounds reduce inflammation, strengthen the gut, and support cardiovascular health. People who incorporate it into their daily routine often notice higher energy levels, fewer colds, and improved digestion. This plant is nature's secret library, every leaf, root, and seed holding centuries of healing wisdom. And once you start using it, you'll see why corporations tried to suppress it for profit. Modern science is finally catching up. Studies show this plant contains bioactive compounds, antioxidants, and prebiotics that outperform many commercial supplements. One root extract, tested in multiple trials, was found to boost immune response up to 10 times more effectively than standard multivitamins. Researchers have documented its anti-inflammatory properties, showing reductions in swelling, joint pain, and oxidative stress. Its inulin-rich roots feed beneficial gut bacteria, improving digestion, nutrient absorption, and even mental clarity. Studies indicate it may help regulate blood sugar, support heart health, and strengthen bone density. Unlike synthetic supplements, these compounds work together naturally, a synergistic effect that modern labs struggle to replicate. Every part of the plant contributes to healing: roots, leaves, and seeds. Traditional knowledge aligns perfectly with these findings, proving that ancient wisdom was more than folklore. Pharmaceutical companies attempted to isolate these compounds, but the plant's full power can't be replicated in a lab. It thrives in its natural form, regenerates yearly, and delivers complete nutrition and medicine in one living package. Science confirms what indigenous and traditional healers have known for centuries. This plant isn't just strong, it's nature's most powerful, all-in-one healer, quietly surviving while billions are spent on inferior synthetic alternatives. The truth is shocking. The plant survives despite centuries of deliberate suppression. Its healing power and regenerative growth threatened profit-driven systems. Governments and corporations relied on crops they could control, tax, and sell: wheat, corn, potatoes. This plant refused to fit the mold. Records show it was systematically removed from markets, banned in certain regions, and labeled as weed or primitive. Farmers were encouraged to grow crops that could be patented or processed industrially, while free-growing medicinal plants were ignored. Its compounds couldn't be monopolized, and its seeds regenerate themselves for generations. No yearly purchase required. Even today, remnants survive only in wild patches, forgotten gardens, or hidden in the knowledge of traditional healers. The plant's natural power disrupts modern agriculture, challenges pharmaceutical profits, and reveals the uncomfortable truth: nature often provides what money cannot control. Those who rediscover it today gain access to what the world tried to erase. They reconnect with health, self-sufficiency, and the resilience that humans have relied on for millennia. This is more than a plant. It's a symbol of freedom, abundance, and forgotten wisdom waiting beneath our feet. You don't need labs or expensive supplements to harness its power. Simple methods passed down for generations are enough. Roots can be roasted, boiled, or ground into flour, leaves brewed as teas, and seeds added to meals, each part delivering vitamins, minerals, and healing compounds in their natural form. Start small. Even a few roots planted in your garden will self-regenerate every year, creating a sustainable source of food and medicine. Its tubers store energy and inulin, supporting digestion, immunity, and blood sugar balance. Herbs can boost recovery from minor injuries and strengthen overall health. For families, gardeners, or communities, this plant is more than medicine. It's a lifeline, resilient even in poor soil, drought, or extreme cold. Grow it once, and it continues to feed and heal for decades. The knowledge is alive, hidden in the soil, waiting for those willing to dig. By using it, you join a secret tradition of people who survived famines, wars, and oppression. You're reclaiming what industrial agriculture and profit-driven medicine tried to bury. And the best part? Once you discover it, the plant becomes a perpetual source of health, food, and freedom, quietly thriving beneath your feet while the world chases artificial solutions. This plant has survived centuries of neglect, suppression, and wars. Yet today, it's still waiting, growing quietly, ready to restore health, regenerate soil, and provide abundance for anyone willing to rediscover it. Every tuber, every leaf, every seed holds centuries of forgotten wisdom. The world around us is changing. Droughts, floods, and food instability are rising. Industrial systems are fragile. But this plant thrives in chaos. It grows where nothing else survives, heals where medicine falls short, and nourishes without dependency on corporations or chemicals. By planting it, using it, and sharing its knowledge, you're doing more than gardening. You're reclaiming freedom, health, and resilience. Every harvest becomes a statement. Nature's wisdom cannot be erased. The time to act is now. Don't wait for someone else to rediscover it. Don't rely on stores, fertilizers, or supplements to survive. Plant, nurture, and unlock the hidden power beneath your feet. If this vault opened your eyes, subscribe, hit the bell, and share it. Every like, every share preserves the knowledge the world tried to bury. The next vault is coming soon, and you won't want to miss what nature still has hidden.